So today we're going to dive into this tiny little YouTube channel that, believe it or not, accidentally tells a massive story about our biggest hopes and our biggest fears for the future.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You click on one video, maybe it's a machine perfectly slicing bread, and then bam, 2 hours have vanished and you're somehow an expert on industrial scale noodle making. It's just mesmerizing.
Well, we stumbled upon a channel that is the absolute perfect example of this. It's got that hypnotic quality down. But what's so interesting is that it does way more than just show how stuff is made. It kind of accidentally lays bare this deep, unspoken tension we all feel about technology. Okay, so the channel we're looking at today is called Factory Universal Nova. And yeah, on the surface, it's pretty much a digital factory floor. I mean, at first glance, it's exactly what you'd think it is. It's a whole collection of videos showing these huge, super complex, and honestly, oddly satisfying manufacturing processes. Think of it like a 21st century version of that old show, How It's Made. But the thing that hits you right away is just the incredible scale and sheer variety of what this channel is documenting. It really feels like the creator is just curious about, well, everything. Seriously, in one video, you are watching an entire skyscraper go up from the first hole in the ground. You click the next one and you're suddenly deep inside a factory that's turning raw hunks of wood into a fancy luxury sofa. Then it's on to seeing how millions of old, worn-out tires get a new life as brand new roads, or how a tiny little cotton seed becomes the t-shirt you're wearing. It's this epic whirlwind tour through global manufacturing. And it's so easy to just get lost in all these amazing visuals, right? But the real story here, it's not just in the videos themselves. It's in how the creator decided to organize them. And that brings us to the channel's playlists. Now, this isn't just some random pile of videos. This is where you start to see the creator's own perspective, their own story begin to emerge. See, they didn't just make one big how it's made list. Nope. Instead, they carefully split all their work into 2 totally distinct categories. And honestly, the names of these playlists, they tell you everything you need to know. And this is the heart of the whole thing. On one hand, you've got a playlist called Welcome to the Future. It's all about celebrating human genius and these awe-inspiring acts of creation. But then, right next to it, is a playlist called Technology is Slowly Pushing Us Aside. And these videos, they show fully automated factories, machines that just run themselves. It's this incredible, jarring conflict, a feeling of pure wonder sitting right next to this deep, simmering anxiety about being replaced. So that begs the question, right? Why are we so drawn to these videos in the first place? Whether they make us feel hopeful or anxious, what is it about watching a process from start to finish that just glues us to the screen? Well, psychologically, it actually taps into some really fundamental stuff. For one, these videos create a sense of order and logic in what can feel like a pretty chaotic world. They pull back the curtain on the incredible, hidden complexity behind all the simple things we use every single day. And, you know, in a world where so many of our projects feel endless, watching something go from a raw material to a finished product, it gives us this deeply satisfying feeling of completion, of control. So, this hypnotism, it's not really about the cool machines. It's a mirror. It's a reflection of our own complicated feelings about the future. We're watching, totally mesmerized, trying to figure out where we as humans are going to fit into this more and more automated world. And that leads us to the final and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle. In the middle of all these videos of giant, humming, faceless machines, who is the person carefully curating this whole story? So after you spend hours watching videos about production on this massive global scale, we're talking millions of noodles, thousands of tons of steel, you click over to the channel's stats, and you see 71 videos, which is a pretty solid library of content, and then you see it. 93 subscribers. 93. After watching these colossal factories that operate on a scale almost too big to imagine, churning out products for billions of people, that number just feels so incredibly small. So personal, so human. It's this powerful gut punch of a reminder that behind this whole library of automated grandeur is just one person, sharing what fascinates them with the world. And that human touch is right there in their community post. It's a simple, warm message, and get this, it's posted in English, French, and Arabic. Hello, everyone. Tell me what you'd like to see next. It's just this quiet, earnest invitation to connect. A single human voice reaching out from behind the deafening noise of the global factory floor. When you step back, this one small channel really is a perfect little snapshot of our time, and it leaves us with this huge, critical question for our automated age. Who exactly is building the future? And maybe more importantly, who gets